Good morning. This is your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. Seeing cloudy conditions out there to start the morning, and also seeing some light rain showers around the area as we move into some unsettled weather as we move over the next 24 hours. Expecting breezy conditions to continue once again, and we'll see increasing rain chances as we go into the afternoon and into the evening. Take a look at the current surface analysis. That area of low pressure that was once potential tropical cyclone 8 has moved well inland now over the western Carolinas. Looking at just a weak area of low pressure now, with some rain showers wrapping around that, with this boundary coming off to the east. As we move over the next 24 hours, expecting some of those lighter showers on the periphery to start to swing through the area as this boundary starts to continue lifting northward through our region. And that's when we're going to see some increasing coverage in the shower activity as we move into the evening time frame, possibly seeing some more moderate to heavier rain showers and a chance of maybe a few embedded thunderstorms with that activity as well. If we look at our current conditions this morning, seeing a overcast deck of 900 feet with some slightly reduced visibilities and light rain being reported on the observation here. Those winds out of the northeast, 14 knots sustained, gusting up to 22 knots, and seeing our temperature at 73 degrees and relative humidity is at 97%. If we take a look at the local radar here, we can see some of those light radar returns gradually starting to swing into the area, and again some additional activity to the south here, and expecting that to continue pushing through the area as we move through the morning, and we'll likely see some of those peak winds increasing as well. If we zoom out, look at the composite radar here and visible satellite, we can see quite a mass of clouds around the area, expecting those to continue through the day today. And behind what we're seeing pushing through the local area right now, we have some additional shower activity to the south that's going to be lifting north over the next 24 hours along that boundary, and that's going to bring, again, a bulk of that precip activity into our local area. We look at the European model here as we move through the next couple of days. As you can see, the European model not picking up quite on the light showers around the local area right now, but picking up on that line of showers that will be continuing to lift as we move through the daytime hours today. We'll see those winds once again increasing, likely seeing a wind advisory as we move through the day with gusty winds. And as we get into the afternoon, we're going to start to see increasing chances of some scattered shower activity moving through the area, as well as that slight chance of an embedded thunderstorm with this activity, and that gradually continues to increase as we move through the overnight time frame here. As you can see, widespread showers around the local area, and that will be our better chance of seeing that embedded thunderstorm possibility as it moves through, and could see some moderate to heavier rain showers with this activity as it moves through. And as we approach the 4 a.m. time frame, we'll start to see that boundary slowly starting to lift north of the local area. It's going to push a lot of the shower activity out of the local area and into points north. Otherwise, still continuing though to see a chance of those lingering showers around through the late morning time frame as we get into the start of the day on Wednesday, albeit likely we'll see just some light showers at that time. And as we continue through the day, most of the precip looks to be west and north of the area, but can't rule out some light shower, maybe a light sprinkle activity as we move through the afternoon time frame. We'll start to see a weak area of low pressure try to come together off the coast here, and that will continue to linger around as we go through the coming days, possibly swinging some moisture into the local area for a light shower, a light sprinkle. But overall, we're expecting a drying trend as we move overnight Wednesday and into the day on Thursday. As you can see here, not much in the way of precip, but again, can't rule out that light sprinkle or shower potential as we move through that day on Thursday. So if we look at our 24-hour weather risk chart for today, starting off with a orange risk for precip with that local with those showers in the local area, and looking at red conditions for our wind advisory criteria, seeing those winds just below the wind advisory criteria at this time, but expecting those peak gusts to get up to around 28 knots as we continue through the remainder of the day, seeing winds sustained out of the east-northeast, 13 to 18 knots. Our high temperature should get up to around 76 to 77 degrees this afternoon, and again increasing chances of shower activity as we get into the afternoon time frame, continuing with that orange risk for precip, but we do pick up that yellow risk for lightning with that about a 20% chance of an embedded thunderstorm with that activity as that more widespread shower activity moves into the area. As we go into the evening time frame, we'll continue to see breezy conditions, peak gusts dropping down to around 26 knots, but keeping an orange risk for those winds that are above 25 knots. We'll start to pick up that chance for some reduced sealants and visibilities with that more intense shower activity starting to approach the area, increasing to an orange risk for reduced sealants and visibilities. As we push past the 2000 local time frame, that's when we'll see the strongest showers moving through and the most coverage in that activity as it pushes through as we increase to a red risk of precip. And that continues till about 4 a.m. and then we'll start to see a gradual decrease in the activity and decrease in the intensity with just some lingering light rain showers around the area and just a slight chance of a thunderstorm with that activity. Those onshore winds keeping tides slightly above normal, and the next couple days we'll start the day off cloudy, chance of some lingering showers around during Wednesday morning, and slight chance of a thunderstorm, and then gradually seeing most of that lift out of the area, seeing a slight chance of an isolated shower through the remainder of the day, and just some slightly breezy conditions. So looking at orange risk for precip, again, mainly during the morning time frame, yellow risk for lightning, and yellow for those winds that are above 25 knots, and then gradually improving as we get later in the day. Wednesday evening, we'll see mostly cloudy, overcast. Can't rule out very slight chance of an isolated sprinkle or drizzle. Otherwise, just seeing a chance for some low clouds around the area through the early morning hours, and that low temperature around 66 degrees. As we move in Thursday, looking at green conditions expected, at least at this time. Overall mostly cloudy. We'll see some decreasing in the clouds possibly later in the day, and a very slight chance of an isolated light shower sprinkled through the daytime hours, and a slightly warmer day with a high around 79 degrees. That's going to wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. to take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.